So you had "Kiss an Angel, Good Morning," which is, of course, probably one of your greatest songs, and followed, and "Is Anybody Going to San Antonio," and all sorts of other different songs, "Mississippi Cotton Pickin'," "Delta Town," and
Yeah,
"Kalijah."
see, the thing here is that most artists, now whether they be country music or pop or whatever, in whatever given category of music, I'm very fortunate, Paul. I've got about, some artists don't have but one signature song, and I have about 4 or 5. So
Yeah.
that's very good to be able to have that kind of luck to have that many signature songs.
Now, I know, Charlie, for some artists this is a very easy question, and for some it isn't, but I'll ask it anyways. Out of all the songs you have recorded, is there one particular song that you would call your favorite out of all of them?
No, because, and let me tell you why I say no, because as I told you a moment ago, what we tried to do is cut good songs, and why I believe we sold so many albums, because a lot of my fans, they'll pick out an album cut that they like better than some of my biggest singles. So I'm gonna tell you, and this is the truth. The song I'm singing at the moment, whatever you see me, that's the song I like. That's the best way I can put it. Because see, I like, and I can give you a better example. I was I played in Nottingham, England, back in it's been about 15, 20 years ago. And this guy came through the line, and I had gotten a letter from a lady from way in the eastern part of England called Ipswich. She's from Norwich, and
Okay.
so she wrote me. So we after we were there about a week and a half, we got a letter because she wrote me a week and a half before we get to Norwich. She said, "When you get to Norwich, will you do me this song?" It was called "Brand New Bed of Roses," which was an album song. So this guy was coming through the line. And I said to him that, and when I had already received the letter, it dawned on me. I said, I asked him, I said, that album there, when you get home, would you call me at my hotel room and play me the Brand New Bed of Roses on my little Sony tape recorder? He said, yeah. I said, he called me up when he got home after I got through signing autograph. I taped it. I took it to my band and my keyboard player, and we worked it up. And when we got to Norwich, I took her letter and everything. I read it on stage. I said, "Is Mrs. Lou something like whatever?" I don't remember exactly, but whatever her name was. And she said, "Oh!" she went like that, And I said, "You wrote me a letter saying you wanted a Brand New Bed of Roses." I said, so I told her about this guy coming through the line. I said, "Well, we're gonna do it for you right now, and if you want your letter," I said, "I have it here right now. So I'm sending you a brand new bed of roses." She said, "Oh!" So it's that kind of thing, you see. And I don't do that everywhere I go, but it just fitted so well,
Yeah.
to do that for. So that's I never will forget that.
And you are actually one of the most awarded artists in country music history. You won the Entertainer of the Year award in 1971 and the Male Vocalist of the Year award in both 71 and 72, as well as several Grammy awards.
Right.
Do you consider the winning of these awards to be big milestones in your career?
Yeah. But the thing is, again, now if you say which one is the most that I cherish, and that I cherish them all. But I have my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I have a star Hollywood Walk of Fame out in Hollywood. They put my star right between Gladys Knight and Leonard Bernstein, which is,
Oh, wow.
It's pretty good. They sometimes put it way over where somebody can't see it, but that's kind of a nice place to have it, So then, of course, I'm a Country Music Hall of Fame now. I mean, it just goes on and on. I'm just so glad that I've been blessed as I have, and so I'm not going to try to single out, but that's being a Country Music Hall of Fame. I mean, to walk in there and see Johnny Cash and Hank Williams and Loretta Lynn and Charley Pride right there in the big circle that got me there. It's just pretty good.
It must be the greatest thrill, or one of the greatest.
It is. But I don't try to dwell on it too much because I might kind of faint or something.
Now, Charlie, you have appeared on many, many, many television shows and programs over the years. To name a few, The Lawrence Welk Show, The Dean Martin Show,
That was my first. The Lawrence Welk Show was my first network show.
And I think probably The Lawrence Welk Show is one of my favorite performances of yours that was seen on television. They still replay that on public television a lot.
They still playing it, and I've seen it 2 or 3, maybe 3 times since. Lloyd Green was with me too. He the one played on a lot of my recordings. And
the great steel player.
Yeah, he's a great steel player, and he went there to play with me. And I got his phone number. We talk a lot right now. I call him sometime and talk to him.
And so, what was it like to work with Dean Martin and Lawrence Welk?
Well, it was pretty good. I mean, I had to make sure that I didn't want to mess up. that was the early part of my career, and I wasn't quite as confident as I didn't have as much confidence as I do now. So I had to really be on my toes,
Yeah, that was that must have been such a great opportunity performing with them.
Right.
And just because they weren't, it wasn't just they didn't host a country show. There was primarily a variety show. So to have they didn't have many country acts on. So.
Right, that's correct. Yeah.
So I guess that probably makes it even better.
It was. It was even more. It was even more milestone for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Mr. Lawrence Welk. We have a young man that we like very much coming on the program tonight for you folks to sing Mr. Charley Pride.
Yes, I won. I too. And a Lloyd Green and a Lloyd Green and a Charley Pride. Yeah.
And okay, so let's see here. Now, you wrote your own autobiography a few years back now, probably 10 or 15 years ago.
Yes.
Pride, the Charley Pride story. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, it's most people, they feel it's a good book, and it sold quite a bit. But we had it's like a lot of other things. The book publisher, it kind of got lost at the beginning because they told us they were going to do all this promotion and everything, and we did go on one promotion. We went on a one promotion tour, and that's about it. And then they sold the company, and so that means you lose all of your promotion people and your because the people that was going to do all the work to make it a good bestseller, it's like anything else, like your radio station. So let's say you, Paul Joyce, right? So you the number one DJ there where you are now. And you get wind that they're going to sell the station. Well, if you most time you're going to try to find you before they do that. You're going to get your resume out there where you can get you something right as soon as you can.
Sure.
So that's what happened to these people. The book by William Morrow was the name, and they sold it. And then my book, we had the most. It's been probably a bestseller, but we did. But the reason being is we ordered probably 50, 100,000 of them ourselves. And
you then sell them out on tour?
Yeah, we sell them on the road, and when I had my theater up in Branson, we'd sell them. We sold a lot, and still selling a lot now on my website. So, and plus I got a chance to buy all of the rights back of the book, from them.
Yeah, so that's probably a lot.